Hello rail fans, and welcome to French Fried Trades. Today, we're going to be doing something a little different here, and we're going to be taking another tour of a ship I built a few years in the past here. And this is the Edmund Fitzgerald, which is a famous Great Lakes freighter that sank in Lake Superior. And it's probably the most famous shipwreck in all of the Great Lakes. But I built this about 4.5 years ago, and that was back before I had another device and even looked at pictures or anything when I did build, so this was all from memory. So I did not look at any deck plans or anything, so for the interiors it's kind of just all made up out of my head, so it's not really an exact build, more my idea of the ship. French Fried Trades is a channel for adult railvans and Minecrafters, and is not intended for children under 13 years of age. This is a fan channel for fun. We are not affiliated in any way with Microsoft or Mojang. This is not an official Minecraft product. And as a friendly reminder, I do not take requests at all. Thank you, and enjoy the video. Now we're doing this today instead of a tutorial because of unfortunate events. I was actually building a locomotive for today's video, and I was almost completed with the build when suddenly my phone crashed, Minecraft crashed, and it told me my phone was out of memory, and it didn't save any of the video of the build I was doing. And at that point, it was too late. I had no more time yesterday to record another full build after that. So I had to do something quick, so we're going to tour this ship. And just as a side note, as you can see, the ship is pretty massive here. I think this took me about 3 weeks to build, back when I did it. So before anyone asks, no, I cannot do a tutorial on this, as I do not have time to do that kind of video on my channel. And also, I don't take requests anyway. So now that that's out of the way, let's start looking at some of the details. And as you can see under here, there is an actual propeller under the water here. And up here on the back, we do have a lifeboat hanging here. And we can come up here, and we'll walk down on the deck real quick. Here's all the cargo hatch covers, just so you can see, once you're on it, how big it actually is. The whole ship is just barely within my render distance, which is turned up all the way right now. And we'll come up to the front here. On the front end, we have the pilot house. These old freighters would have the bridge or pilot house up at the front and crew quarters at the back before modern radar and technology made it so they could move the bridge to the back. And speaking of the bridge here, on this very top deck, that's what this is the bridge where they control the ship and drive it. And there is a little map at the back. And even at this size, this bridge ends up being pretty small up here. And then there's another floor down under here. Like I said, I was making up all these interiors, so I didn't know what to put, so I kind of made this like a map room. So there's like a map and stuff in here. And then you can go down again, and there's a walkway up here in the very front of the ship. And we have another floor down here. And then down here, I was just trying to fill space. I assumed the ship would have a doctor, so I just made like a doctor's office here and a little infirmary with beds in case anyone got hurt. Obviously, if I ever was to build this again now, I would look at real pictures and real deck plans to get the interior correct, but I was just making this up. And then we can go underneath here. And this is the room. It's supposed to be like the chains going to the anchors to wind the anchor up. And this is supposed to be like an electrical breaker room or something like that. And like a tool shed area. And if we come in here, we're actually underneath the deck. But I did put a walkway in here, so you could walk all the way to the back of the ship, inside and underneath here. And most of the space is took up by these cargo hold areas. This was a bulk freighter. And we'll speed up and get to the back of the ship here. And in here is the multi-story engine room. And here's like the fuel tank area. And if we look down here, it's like the main engine. You can see it goes multiple floors here. And when we climb down here, we're actually still on top of the engine. I had no idea, I just made this all up. So if we come all the way to the bottom here, you can see this is like the main engine. And this was a steamship, so there are boilers burning the fuel up here to provide the power. And if we go back here, coming out of this engine, this is supposed to be like the shaft that goes out of the ship into the propeller. And then we can come back up top here. Up here, there's more mechanics. And this is supposed to be like some kind of control room, I guess. More stuff up here. Actually, we can't fit through there. And then there's this very back part of the ship in here. This is supposed to be like the chain for the rear anchor, all like rolled up. And then this is where the machinery is to actually raise and lower the rear anchor. And then we can go up top, and now we're in the rear part of the ship. And at the very back of the ship here, there's this balcony area where you can like chill and look out. And then this is like the mess hall where everyone would come to eat. So there's just a bunch of like tables here. And then through this door is like the actual kitchen area where you would prepare the food. And then there's a bathroom in here. And then crew quarters with multiple bunk beds for all of the workers on the ship. There's actually another floor up here if we go up these stairs. Here's that lifeboat. And this is just basically all crew quarters up here. I was just trying to fill space. And there's another little balcony back here at the very back of the ship. And then right here is like a lounge where you could watch a movie or relax. And there's a shower room right here with some showers. And just a bunch more crew quarters here. And then this one is supposed to be like the captain's quarters, so he gets a bigger room. And he has his own private bathroom in his like room area. And that's pretty much all that's on the inside. Up here we have more details. There's another mast. And of course the main smokestack right here. And that's pretty much everything that is on this Edmund Fitzgerald ship. So I hope everyone enjoyed this tour. Like I said, I built this all the way back in 2020 when my building skills were much lower and I didn't even use any kind of reference, and I built everything from like memory. Obviously, I don't do that anymore, and this would be much better if I were to build it now. But like I said, it took weeks, so this was a huge project that I probably wouldn't have time to do anymore in my life. But I just wanted to show this off since we lost the video that was supposed to be released today. So thanks for watching, everyone.